Okay, so in my consultation with this Barbadian doctor that I chose for my open myomectomy, I had a bunch of questions that I wanted to ask him, and there were questions that he had for me as well. Um, so first of all, I was told that the night before the surgery, I'm not to eat anything. So nothing after midnight. And then I check into the hospital, I think about 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, and that's when they start to prepare me for the surgery. Um, and after the surgery, I have to do a follow-up appointment 1 week after the surgery, just to make sure that I don't have any clots, that my body is healing well, that kind of thing. But let me first talk about some of the exchanges that I had with the doctor. So I don't know if some of my questions were weird, but here goes. And this is in no particular order because my brain was all over the place. I unfortunately did not write my questions down ahead of time, and therefore I wasn't very prepared. So again, I need to make sure that I'm prepared for this stuff. So weird question number one, I guess. I said to him, during the surgery, when you have to uh, remove the fibroids from the uterus, do you take the organ out or do you keep the organ in when you're doing whatever you're doing? And I don't know how much I can underscore, emphasize, highlight, and put bold the fact that I am scared. I am very afraid of being cut open. This is something that I never would want to do, and yet here I am. So I'm trying to understand as much as possible what is involved, what's happening with my body. And so my question about do you take the organ out or do you put it back in? The doctor said, well, yeah, we take it out. It's definitely easier to do work on top of the table than under the table. I said, oh, fair, fair, fair. Um, so I said to him, well, just make sure you reattach everything correctly when you're done, okay? I need to make sure everything is reconnected as it should be. And I asked him, is someone permitted to be in the room with me? And he said no. He said the only surgery that permits another person in the room is delivery. Otherwise, no one is permitted in the room. Now, I know that Noel had no desire to be in the room anyway, but I just wanted to know if it was an option. Like, suppose I completely chickened out and I needed to know that somebody was there. The truth is that I have this worry, which I think is valid. Um, what if I don't wake up? I was thinking, what if I die and I don't even know I'm dead? That is not fair, you know? The other question was about the fibroids becoming a problem again. I understand that when the doctor removes the first set of fibroids, or the current set of fibroids, that there is a chance that my uterus might actually grow new fibroids in the future. If there's any tissue that's left back, so not removed during the surgery, then what's existing can grow, and what is not yet existing can now come into life and grow. And I made the decision from the jump that if I go through this discomfort a second time, I'm definitely ready to put the entire uterus in the trash. I am not trying to have this problem recurring more and more and more. But there's also, oh, I'm terrible today. So I said to the doctor, I understand that I might end up having fibroids again after the first set is removed. Is there anything that I can do to stop them from getting too large such that they cause me discomfort again, discomfort similar to what I have experienced so far? And I said that the doctors I spoke with in Toronto had mentioned to me that when you have smaller fibroids, there is a drug that you can take that mimics menopause and it can shrink fibroids. But the surgeon that I'm going to said that it's a drug that you typically can only use for about 6 months. So it's not actually an option for managing fibroids or making them go away or anything like that. Now, when I spoke to Noel about that since then, he said to me, Shade, a medical doctor is not the person that you speak to about prevention. So I'll talk to my naturopathic doctor in Toronto about that. But I do have a lot of information from her already that I'll share. The reason I had not shared a lot of it or any of it before is that I'm very skeptical about sharing advice about things that might not apply to other people, that and I also don't want that I mislead anyone in the information that I share. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm responsible in that regard.